India could not sustain their winning momentum in Nottingham, but that hardly matters because the way Indian team approached this game, that this the same kind of fearlessness. India was so confident that they did not feel their top four players who already had headed for London even before the first ball was being bowled in this ground. So that speaks volumes about the confidence of this Indian team. They had already wrapped up the series even before they reached Nottingham, and they could afford to experiment. And that is why from the very beginning, when Rohit Sharma lost the toss and he was asked at that point of time that what he would have wanted, and he said that he wanted to chase because he wanted to challenge his team because his team won 2 matches comfortably by a big margin, and he wanted to see how this team chases a big total. And this was a clear-cut golden opportunity. Even though India lost the match, India will take a lot of positive from this game, especially the way Suryakumar Yadav batted, his 360-degree display. Obviously, there is no one apart from A.B. de Villiers who has already retired, at least in India, and more so in middle overs. Somebody who could rotate the strike, play the big shot here and there. It was just fabulous to watch him bat. And as long as Suryakumar Yadav was there, India's chances were alive. Yes, the disappointing factor was Dinesh Karthik's failure, because if Karthik could have played a little cameo, fine cameo, who knows, India might have won by 3-0. But the big question, another disappointment, the big question over Virat Kohli. It was again a huge game where Virat Kohli failed, and that is something which is going. Which is giving team management a big headache. And that was the question I asked to Rohit Sharma the moment he entered the press conference. I asked him specifically how does he deal with such an awkward situation when he has to keep answering about Virat Kohli's position. And the answer which Rohit gave was fabulous. That is the kind of answer, that is the kind of assurance you want from a senior player, you want from a captain. And I'm sure if whenever Virat Kohli or any other member of the team gets to know what captain thinks, they can be very proud of the captain. Rohit Sharma clearly said that Virat Kohli is an important player. We should not be judging him by one match or one series or even 1 year. And he specifically gave his own example that he in past he had gone through such situations and he has come back. So there is no doubt that Virat is a big player and he can always come back. There is an old saying that form is temporary and class is permanent. That is what Rohit wanted to suggest, wanted to convey. And when it was pointed that it was being discussed in media, social media, and even some of the experts. So Rohit said that experts are entitled for their opinion, and he doesn't want to get into that. But for team has a different kind of thoughts. They have different plans for each individual. Every individual is reacting to those demands, the new methods, because this Indian team is playing in a very different way, more innovative, more they are bold. Their approach has changed, and you can see that when captain came, and you could see that the way he spoke about his team's chances, what they have been doing as a team, as a unit, ticking all the boxes. So overall, very, very satisfying T20 series. Even though India lost the last T20 match in Nottingham, India can take a lot of positive, especially just ahead of the big ODI series, because remember, England are world champion in this format, and if India could do the same in a 50 overs game, it will be huge, because beating England in England, the world champion, that will be huge. That is something Rohit must be targeting. This is Vimal Kumar from Trent Bridge.